Okay, so I wanted to show you how to do this. I'm going to go through it rather quickly, but just to get you kind of lined up on what to do. So the primer design page out of our instructions is on page 6, and then it gives you this link here, the Agilent Genomics QCPD, or whatever it is. So you're going to copy and paste that or just click on it. And what that'll do is that'll get you to this page here. So I'll just go ahead and do exactly that so we can... Okay, and it asks you to register and log in. So we'll click on register and log in. And then under here, what you're going to want to do for your email address is TAYLO TaylorLabGVSU at gmail.com. And then the password is going to be this one, stem cells 1 with a capital, or with a exclamation point. So capital S at the beginning, and then 1, and then the exclamation point. So stem cells 1. You can ask for it to remember you on this computer. It's useful. Okay, now we can actually enter things in. Here, what we want to do is basically choose a kit. That's a quick change 2, that's fine. Here we can cut and paste the sequence that we want to actually use. So in the case of NATO 3, I have here a Word document that I've cut and pasted NATO 3 into. And so what you'll probably want to do, I'll send this to, well actually, you've made a version of T140E, and what you're going to want to do is to make it T140A. So I'll show you with T101E how this works. I basically copy and pasted this entire sequence here, copy, and then I went to the program and I pasted, whatever the past tense is for that, into this box here, and then I just said load it, so upload it. Fantastic. And then what this does is that this, it says it removed 8 illegal characters, which are blank spaces. And now what I want to do is I want to choose the nucleotides that I want to actually change out of this. If you can see down here, they've actually taken the sequence that we have and basically listed. The first nucleotide, position 1 is G, etc., etc. Well, which one is it that we're going to actually mutate? In the case of T101E, this is a sequence of the mutated form of NATO 3. So this GAG used to look like ACT here. That was a wild type version of it. But we changed it to GAG. If you want to do the T132E mutant and change that so that it's T132A, what you have to do is you have to change that GAG and make it so that it actually reads like GCG. So what we want to do is we'll copy and paste this entire sequence here. We did that actually. And then what I want to do is I want to go and I want to see and calculate how many characters ahead it is. And so I can use this. The one thing I'm going to really change is, because it's GAG, I just want to change the alanine that's right after this. So I highlight it, then I go under Tools, I do Word Count. It tells me the number of characters without spaces. So that's 307 is what we have. So that's number 1, that's 307 here. So this should be an adenine, I think I called it an alanine, but an adenine here at the adenosine at this space 308. So then what you can do is go back to your program, look for 308, so I'm scrolling down. There it is. GAG is what we used to have. We want to change that so that it's going to read to GCG, because that is going to encode for an alanine. So I've selected this, and that's my first site. So I'm just going to choose that site, and I want to change it to a C. Then I can ask it to design the primers. And what it does is that it goes through a whole program and it generates these sequences here. The primer sequences are right here. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste them, or you can copy and paste the entire thing with a primer name and everything. You can even copy the entire box, and then copy and paste that into a Word document. So I'll just paste it into here, for example. You'll want to confirm that this sequence actually matches your gene and that it's doing what you think it is. So A308C, and what it should be doing is that we should be seeing that we've changed a GCG. I'm sorry, a GAG to a GCG. And so it's chosen this flanking region here, and we want to basically confirm that it actually made the right kind of change. I'm going to go and look at it. All right, so I'm looking for a bunch of alanines, or adenines here, adenosines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have GAG. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, GAG, TTA, TT, and then it used to read GAG. GAG, TTA, TT, and this used to read GAG, now it reads GCG like it should. Like we see right up there. And so we can see this sequence that begins here corresponds to the sequence that we see here. So C, 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 then a bunch of A's, G, and then a bunch of A's again. So C, 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 a bunch of A's, G, a bunch of A's again, and then it continues on. So that's good. That means we've got our sequence there that we can request, and it matches what we think it is. You can check the rest of it and make sure it's okay. So you're going to want to do this kind of change to your T132E and then your S140D mutations, and so that you're making the alanine version of it. I've already designed the wild type conversion and put that in. So, so that primer you don't have to worry about. But we do need those alanine mutants for those. Okay.